Little Chu Man made his TV debut last night and was just okay on the Super Coach, we hear. So we're going to get word from him as to how he went, because it's my understanding, Gary, that real Ian and Brucey Nankervis prior to it starting, and then just crawled out of the blocks but found himself a bit after that.
On the back of a social page performance last week and a television debut this week, Spud has gone bare.
Yeah, he has.
And so tomorrow you'll get the full review. But I got here early at the MCG and turned on the TV here and watched some of his work. He's sporting a new outfit, which caught my eye straight away. I think he's pushed the boat out of it. He's normally a conservative man. I think he's pushed it right out to Fletcher Jones. There was a nice flare and a little nice check shirt with a pocket and 3 pens stuck in there, so he's prepared. As we welcome Ash the Chu Man here, Duke, a man that made his social pages debut last week, his television debut yesterday. We're not going to touch on it much tonight. There'll be a very, very strong Chu Wolf Show at half-time. But tomorrow, Danny Frawley has, he's asked for 3 different tapes shot from different cameras of your performance last night. But welcome to you. And did you ever go at me on your show?
No, I didn't, Gary.
About a ruler?
No, I exaggerated just a little
bit.
bit.
Don't lie to me, because I'm going to go home and watch it.
Well, I've lost a few over the journey.
What happened during the first half through the eyes of the Chu? And he's offside of Wolf, who's here just to provide him with some support, given that he's dominated television this week. He's dominated the social pages and he's tearing this game a newie. What I need to know, I'll just throw it up and then you see whether you can decipher it. To me, this has been a fanatical tackling performance. And when we went back over those figures in the round 3 and we watched that game, you and I, on Tuesday night, and did our own version, we thought the pressure that Carlton exerted on Collingwood made them fumbly and nervous. And I reckon tonight they've been able to replicate it finally.
Well, Gary, they have. They're leading the tackle count 39-27. But
39-27.
Yeah, it's a double whammy here because Carlton's tackle count is significantly higher opposed to their season average, and Collingwood's is significantly down in comparison to their season average.
I put that down to mindset, attitude, but also structurally. To me, that looks like they've said, we will go one-on-one. We will go one-on-one, which won't allow Collingwood to have that overlap in the back half. Very hard to tackle when you're outnumbered, Chua. To me, because they've been one-on-one, they've been able to get there more often and exert more pressure on. Now, the other thing that I reckon has become apparent, a little bit through necessity because the Hamps are going off, is their forward 50 targets. I would imagine once they go inside forward 50, there's some names bobbing up on the forward 50 target that we haven't seen much of this year.
Wide spread for Carlton. You've got Garlett leading the way.
Garlett.
Dygan,
never heard of him.
Simpson,
a forward 50 target.
And Dennis.
Armfield
as well.
What that does is it makes it harder for the Collingwood defenders to zone off. If they do want to zone off, who do they go to? You wouldn't expect them to go to Dennis. You wouldn't expect them to go to Garlett. They've created some uncertainty in the minds of this Collingwood side. Another version down, Jim, and a real, I think with Chua's television experience now, it's sort of really coming together in a big way.
Texting and tweeting coming through heavily, Chief. I think one there from Wayno out there in Dandenong says, Chu and Wolf Show's turned into a real slippery flagellation fest.
Yeah, well, a lot of them saying that, massive gyp fest.
Okay, well, that might be the case with your
in-house
mates.
gyp on.
Well, I'm getting the quality of stuff from as far away as Bali. And Nikki Brownless says she's listening in, and never has she heard such an informative and entertaining segment. So, Nickers, get home safely, young lady.
Good to see Nickers is listening to her own husband.
One from Macca in Caulfield, Jim. She said, forget about B1 and B2 bananas in pyjamas. This is G1 and G2, just gyppers.
That's it. It's been universally declared a gyp fest.
What we do want to do is thank you and Duke for the warm-up. You're not a bad warm-up act.
Should we get ready to start this?
That hasn't gone down well,
second,
Jim.
it appears not to have, no.